What version of Photoshop is best? Welcome to this section, where we'll discuss which Photoshop version is best for this course, what you should use, and if it's worth upgrading to a newer release. First, throughout this course, I will use the PC version, but if you have a Mac, it's all the same. There's little to no difference between the two platforms. Regarding the hotkeys, you can swap out Control with Command, Alt with Option, and so on. You have an attachment to this lecture that will show you the hotkey equivalents in case something isn't clear. To get Photoshop, go to adobe.com and you can download a free 30-day trial version. That's going to be the absolute latest release, and the trial is long enough so that you can watch this course several times and get yourself acquainted with it. Regarding the minimum version you can use and still get the most out of this course, that's Photoshop CS4. That was released in 2008, so it's outdated, but you can still watch all the content, especially the ones marked with CS6 in the title, and you'll get the core knowledge. With that, you can work, and with the money you'll earn, you can upgrade to a newer version. So you can design websites and earn money even though you may have an outdated Photoshop version. Don't let that be an excuse. I started working with an old 17-inch CRT monitor, the ones that took up half your desk, so I'm sure you can manage just fine. If you have CS6, that's great. You're not that outdated. You have lots of helpful features for our web design work, but you're missing the cutting-edge stuff. You can decide if you want to upgrade by watching the lectures that have CC in the title. My advice? Do it if you can afford it. Do it if you're getting the hang of things and you're making money from these newly acquired skills. Initially, you can work on CS6, get cash from your first project, then upgrade to a CC version. Adobe changed the way you purchase its software a few years ago, and I have to say, it's great. You pay a monthly subscription and you get the latest releases as they roll out. You can get Photoshop for $10 a month or the entire suite of Adobe apps for around $50. This may vary in your country, but that's the rough estimate. After you've made your payment, you'll get this program, and through it you can install all the Adobe apps you want if you went for the higher plan. And when there's a new version of Photoshop, you'll get a notice here. You click once to upgrade, and that's it. Easy as pie. Now, you may know there have been a lot of CC versions. On screen, you can see them all, starting with the most recent one, CC 2017. As you scroll down, you'll see all the other releases, 2015.5, 2015.1, the regular 2015 version, 2014.2 with Camera Raw, 2014.2, and so on. If you're not sure which one you have installed, just do the following. Go to Photoshop, Help, About Photoshop CC. Thing is, Creative Cloud subscribers don't really care all that much because if you're a paying member, you instantly upgrade for free. And if you have no paying subscription and you're stuck with one of these previous versions, don't worry about it. Don't get me wrong, these upgrades are nice, some features are impressive, but do they supercharge your designing? Not really. They help, but they're not magical. So my advice is to focus on your learning. Work hard, work smart, work long enough, and you'll have enough cash to get the latest and the greatest quickly. But don't let your Photoshop version or your computer specifications be excuses. Work with whatever you have. Be determined and you'll be great. To read more about all these upgrades, you'll have a couple of links in an attached document. First, you can see what you're missing out on if you have a previous version, according to Adobe. Again, some of these aren't helpful for your web designing needs, and I'll also direct you to this Wikipedia page with a few notes about older versions, when they came out, and their main improvements. I hope this helps you get a better understanding of the program, but the essence of it is your Photoshop version is irrelevant for this course, as long as it isn't older than CS4. Ideally, you'll have the CC version, but CS6 is great as well. Let's move on.